Hi, welcome back to the Dylan Rounds case. Welcome if you're currently here in the live chat. I appreciate it. Today's video is a little bit messy in terms of what we're covering because it's a bit of this, a bit of that, quite a few bits and bobs, probably more bits, less bobs than Bella V's toy collection. But this video is definitely more of a messier one compared to the likes of Stoney's hair. Speaking of hair, I don't know what the hell she's done to mine. She said she was going to stylize it, but I think it's kind of gone wrong and backfired. She's even added up one of those bloody beauty spots there, just like how she has, which is a bit up there. Must have slipped down a little bit. Joseph, you need to get the cream, man. Gotta fix me right now. It's a disaster. But yeah, shout out to Cleo in the last video for her presence. She was watching, just in case you're wondering, but she did pop in at the very end with a super chat, so it was very good of her to do that. But yeah, what we're doing today is we're going to take a look at the comments from yesterday's video, because I think there was a couple that were interesting to read out. Maybe it might create a better understanding of the current situation of the case, or there might be a key question that needs to be answered. We're going to take a look at it, of course. I think there's at least one post on the Dylan Rounds page. Just see it from their point of view about this recent, I guess, interview as well. Because whilst I've given kind of like my opinion roughly here and there, and then we've seen the points of views of people on YouTube, we need to see almost like a contrast or a balanced point of view from someone, at least someone on the Dylan Rounds Facebook page, because we've not really seen too much greatness from the page. It's been sometimes people that don't know what they're saying, or they're a bit confused, or they're just joining in like here and there, and they don't really follow the full story, right? So we'll just take a look at that. As well, a more important, more interesting part we need to take a look at is just like a brief map analysis of Lucin Pond, right? And also, there was a comment made by Arizona Traveller, I think. You need to read that because it didn't quite make sense. Maybe you'll be able to understand it better than me, but we will take a look at all of that, of course. I think the pond discussion needs to continue, right? All down to the timing. Someone like Weezer as well was like thinking, why now? Tom Evans was thinking, why now? When there was an opportunity back then. We will take a look at that. I'll try and give my thoughts, my reasons, my ideas behind it all, and see where we are from there. Also, I think what we can do to begin this video, we can talk about Jim Terry, his recent video, once again about Dylan Rounds, roughly, the situation with that in the documentary, okay? It's not the full reveal because he said he's got a video coming Monday. So before Mr. X-Man Origins pops into the chat and says, you know what you're talking about, man, you need to chime in for the next video coming soon in brackets, join Jim Terry TV, whatever. I've done it for you, you know? Shush, hush, simmer down, okay? You can't even simmer down for like a simmering of flour. It's a fucking yeast infection. What the hell's going on? I mean, you need to sort yourself out. But yeah, we'll just mention a few little brief bullet points about some of that stuff. And also, if you haven't already, whether it be tonight you encounter a lot of drama, whether it be here or elsewhere, and you need something to lighten the tone, or you just want to be completely mind-fucked, just like how Weedleby is most of the time. She's struggling to unfuck herself still to this day. It's just one of those things. Make sure to check out my previous video, what I did. Bella V, yes, Bella V made a special guest appearance in my last video. Make sure to check it out, okay? It's very interesting, really deep, reveals a lot of backstory behind her, I guess. So I'll provide that down below in the comment section pinned. So feel free to check it out. I think as well, because we've not done it for maybe the last few videos or two, we might take a look at the dodgy map area as well, because it might be kind of fitting today, because I did actually come across a little dodgy place. So I think we will do that, okay? But yeah, as we do go along in this video, feel free to share your thoughts, opinions, reactions in the chat, and also talk about other stuff in between, as well as the Dylan Rounds case. There's been some interesting discussions and questions recently, and I guess people have been on good behaviour, but I think some people have said they wanted more of this or something. I can't remember who it was now. Was it Goldie Khan? Goldie, you want a golden whip for golden behaviour? Yeah, one more? There you go. Okay. What's that? It's Stoney. It's Stoney should be named as It's Late. Yeah, you're not on time, Stoney. Oh my God, I nearly whacked the freckle off your forehead. Oh shit, that's a pancakes line. Oh well. There you go. And is there anyone else? Michelle C. I'm sure she turned up late. Yeah, I see you. Aim. Lock on like a missile. Hopefully Black Dove didn't hear that line. There you go. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Does anyone else? Indiana. This is the thing, right? No wonder why Indiana has been ducking all this whipping. You know, it's like, how can I miss her so easily? It's because she's hiding under the radar. Because she is 4'11", right? But Wes, you know, if I tried whipping Wes, like David and Goliath, isn't it? It can't be as simple as that. It's more, yeah, oh my God, I'm whipping the wrong area, but it's the highest I can reach to. It's like a mountaintop, fucking mountain among men, God of war, God of impact, fucking Aquaman, okay? This hair just keeps getting in my fucking eyes. Stoney, what have you done to my hair? Oh my God. Maria, can you fix it? Or Cleo, can someone fix it, please? Because it's a mess. Like, if I have to get to desperate measures, I'll have to borrow Weedlebee's headband or whatever you call it. I mean, hopefully it's dry. But yeah. I think what we need to do now is be serious and lock up. Well, you don't have to be too serious, but I need to be serious, of course. Because we're going to mention some brief little highlight points from that Jim Terry, I guess, live stream. So it's about an hour and 50 minutes something. I did watch most of it and it was really boring. Okay, just my opinion. Obviously, Mr. X had to indirectly mention my name. He said, oh yeah, and these people keeping the case alive. What a bullshit line to be using. I mean, you say it's a load of bullshit, but the same could be said about one of your videos on Jim Terry TV2 where you called it Saddle Saw Bar when it wasn't Saddle Saw Bar, it was some like Star Wars attraction, right? So technically, clickbait title, you know, Ty Corbin is coming on in, you know, Ty Corbin that time calling my YouTube video clickbait, maybe could be aimed towards Mr. X as well, just saying, okay? You know, you're gonna do it one way, you do it the other two, straight to the point, okay? But it's kind of interesting the way he referred to me. He said, that dickhead from England. England? I don't know how you address this country. It's the United Kingdom. Get it right, okay? Dickhead. I mean, maybe he's learning new vocabulary. That's something, I guess. Well, you call me a dickhead, I call you a knobhead, okay? There we go. All under control, isn't it? But yeah, maybe it's slowly getting to that point. Not quite yet, I would say, that maybe certain obsessions are forming. We've seen patterns of that with time. Maybe secretly Mr. X is developing an obsession towards me. I guess we'll see how, you know, what happens with time. But put that all aside, the bullet points what I got from that Jim Terry live stream, as I said, it'll be fully explained, supposedly, in his upcoming video. I'm just simply mentioning these little points because I want to add on with my own analysis and questions, okay? So if you want the full story, yes, you can check his video out, of course. But yeah, to do with that documentary of Dylan Rounds, right? It's not out yet. It's coming April. I think Jim Terry worded it as he's seen parts of it and it's not that great. And it's like, it's not been released yet, unless been given little preview clips, I'm not too sure. But just going back over saying how in this documentary, the likes of people being interviewed is Duty Ron, Heavy D, and now Doug from No Thanks. I didn't know that about Doug. Did any of you? Is it 100% confirmed that Doug will be in the documentary? Would it surprise me? Not really, you think about it. Because like what they've done, well actually what the documentary has seemed to have done was interview everyone except the people that are actually out there or nearby who may have witnessed Dylan at some point or another. That's where the issue is, right? It's okay interviewing people on the outside, whether it be to do with the actual place, being on the outside, further afar, in a different state, or if it be the difference of in real life, boots on ground, and then online media coverage, get it from both sides. But, you know, when you just only do one focus and not include the other, the balance is not there, right? And I don't think it does that much good within the case of Dom. One key point Christie did come out with was saying how, isn't it a bit too soon for this documentary series coming out of Dylan missing? And yeah, I would say yeah, because you think about it, when there's been other missing people cases, it's been like, might be a bit exaggerated this, but the odd ones I've seen or randomly come across, it's been like 5 to 8 years in the making. That's how long it's taken. Did it take that long to make? No, but there was a gap in between of either trying to solve the case or it just going silent and then it being revitalised at a later point, hence why it was created. But for this to be done in a short space of time, it's interesting because if you think about it, look at this as like a rough timeline. From the beginning till now, for most part of it, it feels like progress has been slow, things have been delayed, resources not truly utilised, external services, press conferences not made, created, shared, none of that, right? And it's almost like, whilst it's been slow there, in terms of the documentary, in terms of maybe doing the odd search, recording bits and bobs in between, that's been really sped up. You know, maybe it's because she's got more control now, or the stuff she is in control of, Candice Cooley, she gets it done quicker or wants it done quicker, maybe. But do any of you agree that the actual case of Dylan has been dragged out, but the post Dylan's legacy, if you want to call it that, this whole documentary and awareness thing has been done or in the process quicker than expected? I'd say so to an extent. We have done polls before of, and we don't need to do it again because I know the polls recently have been all over the place, right? Weedleby has acknowledged it. I think someone else has, Joseph, as well. So yeah, we need to cool off with them just for now. Polls getting a bit too warm, right? But do I think the documentary will be a complete disaster? Not really, but it'll probably just be a bit underwhelming at least. It depends about the narrative part, whether they really twist it or not, whether they include everything, even the stuff that's not so true, but at least covering it just to give that side of the story maybe. Will they be directly calling out certain individuals? Not directly, but they most definitely will hint at them. So if they do refer to Jim Terry, they'll probably just say the private investigator, right? Kind of like how in the early stages when we heard it about a friend ended up being interviewed by the FBI. A friend appeared here, a friend appeared there. It was Don Hately, but they didn't use the actual name at the time in the early stages. So it could be something like that, okay? What did Jim Terry say as well? He says he wants to be in on it. You know, if you're going to interview this person and that person, you might as well interview Jim Terry and Ty Corbin. And in a way, I can understand it. In a way, Jim Terry, Ty Corbin should be interviewed. Do I think it will go well if that did happen? Probably not, but it kind of makes sense to include them. And the only reason why I say that is from a different perspective, a different status, a different position situation. Because the likes of Ty Corbin being somewhat of a local, right? Boots on ground, searching about for Dylan independently, his knowledge of the area, and maybe sightings of Dylan in the past when he didn't really know who Dylan was, you know, just would have provided a different depth to the documentary, would have made it a bit more realistic and harder hitting when you got people from the area or nearby. As for Jim Terry, although he wasn't from the area nearby in the beginning stage, he did play a part though, didn't he? When he tried becoming a private investigator, it backfired, right? But I think even if for some miracle Ty Corbin was included in the interview, if Candice Cooley is in charge, which I guess she is, she would never allow Jim Terry on, which I guess is a bit of a pain to some people, right? Maybe not everyone agrees. But when we look back on the likes of Duty Ron and Doug and Heavy D, first name Heavy D, it makes sense, right? Not just because he's boots on ground, technically he's been out there, been in direct contact with Candice Cooley, right? That would obviously make sense, first of all, to why he'd be interviewed, because of the contact, the closeness in a way, and communication. But it's also because he is established, he's got a big channel, he's been on the Discovery Channel. So I guess maybe in the mindsets of some people who think this documentary is all about the money, Heavy D could bring in the money, if that makes sense. The popularity, the focus, all the fans of Heavy D, people that tune in to him on YouTube or elsewhere, may tune into this documentary as well because they're fans and fans follow. So that's probably that manoeuvre done so people benefit financially. As for Duty Ron, I guess he's established as well on YouTube, also been in contact with Candice Cooley, is on side in favour with her, so you know, kind of bias there. But I guess that's mainly done because he's like retired police, right? But then again, if you think about it, if Duty Ron is retired police force, you know, he's been in the service in the past, he knows how things go, he's covered the case as well as others in between, why not bring on Bob Farrell? Oh no, I keep saying the name wrong. Bloody Bob, okay? Bob, okay? Bob, from the Shack Lady stream. You know, he's retired from the police, so he might as well be interviewed as well within this documentary. But that offer doesn't seem to have happened, right? But I can understand, it's almost like ticking the boxes, but not in a political way, that type. Just simply ticking the boxes that you've got a YouTuber here that covers the case and is in direct contact with Candice Cooley. Then you've got another YouTuber here, but is also more established elsewhere or in real life as well and popular and can bring in the views. Then you've got Duty Ron, who, because of his previous history, his position within the police, you know, there's that side of the story, him giving his, I guess, expert opinion on the matter, and Ellie as well, you know. But then you're missing the private investigator, a completely different role within the case. And then you're missing out on Ty Corbin, who provides a different role within the case, an actual local. So whilst you can have these people, even if you might not agree with them, right, you might as well include the others too. Because if not, you start alienating, isolating people. That's when you can start sensing it's becoming more one-sided. And I know some people will be like, oh, no shit, it was like that anyway to begin with, but it's like more telling signs with time, you get what I'm saying? And it depends how things are worded within the documentary as well. If it's worded in a piss-take way, or the joke, or they just use specific wording to make a certain theory or idea, concept seem completely unbelievable, you know, then it could be a bit of manipulation there. Because I'm just basing it off instinct when it came to the Kenny Veach documentary. That was manipulated, the narrative was controlled, right? And I know there'll be some people here and there that will say, yeah, but the family and the people in on this documentary know what they're talking about. They know it more than anyone else. And it's like, maybe, but also maybe not, considering they've made mistakes and got information wrong too, okay? Did we talk about the wallet yet? Probably shortly. But yeah, let's do a poll right now. Do you think the supposed lineup of people who I've named, Duty Ron, Heavy D, and supposedly Doug as well, do you think that's the correct lineup of people for this documentary and the interviews conducted? Or do you feel there are missing names that other people should be included, right? Regardless of whether you agree or not with them, do you think there's people that are missing within this like documentary interview type thing? Leave your votes down below, and you got any additional people, feel free to list it as well in the live chat or comment section, okay? Jim Toe said, oh, this was the other bit, and this is where the drama might kick in, okay? So, there's been a bit of drama here and there. It could escalate further. It just depends if it really happens, but Jim Terry said next time he's going to tell the executive producer about Doug from No Thanks, Doug's past history, I guess, with stuff he's got in trouble with in the past and other things in between, I guess. And I think that's done as a way to, or an attempt to get Doug kicked off documentary. I don't know if it will be successful or not, but if it does happen, or an attempt is at least made and Doug knows about it, it probably will cause some kind of drama, unless Candice Cooley puts Doug on a chain and leash, keeps him under control like a good boy. Maybe kind of like with Justin, when Justin lost control, but maybe Candice Cooley in the background cooled him off. No pun intended, right? Makes you think, right? There's someone at the top who are in control and controls other people's emotions, or at least calms down people's heightened emotions status, maybe. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, the live chat right now. Do you think there will be more drama to come as a result of the documentary, or maybe as a result of Jim Terry gonna tell the producer about Doug, maybe? Has Doug caused any drama since, or gone after people since, or has he been on good behaviour? I've not really seen too much to do with Doug. I believe that there was more going on in the past, but I wasn't looking at all the videos back then, right? So maybe it has eased off, but there are things that people still have not forgotten about, which Doug has done. Some people are saying that Doug tends to be drunk when he does his videos or something. Now, when I've looked at his videos, I've not noticed him drunk, unless, as one of the persons said, was it Michelle, saying how he would delete his videos afterwards or the following day if the word drunk rants and stuff like that. But as of me and my observations, I've not seen a video of him drunk. I don't know what he sounds like or how he actually acts. If anyone has seen him drunk, just, I guess, list it down below of, you know, how he appeared, right? I mean, alcohol, substance. People accusing Candice Cooley, alcohol, substance. I don't think you can apply a link there, but you know, you start looking for these like little hidden signs. Who knows what you could find, right? But yeah, I guess it's just a matter of time will tell. See what happens next. I mean, this is the thing. Whilst people said they're going to go after Jim Terry, they're going to try and shut him down or get him arrested or get him cancelled or something, or get him away from YouTube. And from the looks of it, Jim Terry is still standing. Nothing has happened to him. But what I want to say, the reverse question is, the things Jim Terry has said, what he was going to do to some people, like get in contact with this workplace to inform them about that person, or getting some ex-wife to come down to over here because of money or something, this and that, and all other kinds of family drama in between, external. Has it actually happened, or was it all a load of words? You know, whilst not much might have gone wrong when people tried taking Jim Terry away, when Jim Terry has retaliated or done his own thing, has it actually been successful or impactful, or was it zero results? Does anyone know? Just a little question, that's all. Anything else? Yeah, this one, I don't know what to really make of it. It's kind of like the same situation as last time in terms of who said it, like where it first talked about at least. So you remember last time when Jim Terry said about Candice Cooley and then that plane flying over the LiDAR, okay, passing over Utah and going into Idaho, right? Going over Candice Cooley's home. Suspicious, bit odd, right? Well, Jim Terry said the same has happened with Justin Round's house. I assume that's in Idaho somewhere too. And it was searched by LiDAR. Don't know if it's the same exact plane. Don't know if it happened the same exact day, but that's what's been talked about there. I'm sure it will be talked about much more in the next live stream of Jim Terry's, or a future one after that, but I just wanted to let you know. Is it 100% true? I wouldn't say so. Is it completely false? I wouldn't say so. It's just like, I guess you need more voices, more people to chip in with their opinions and what they think, because it just seems, you know, if it was dismissed the first time with Candice Cooley and it just caused a long, long debate where it didn't really go anywhere, then is it going to go anywhere this time with Justin's house? If you think about it, the last time they brought it up about the LiDAR and the plane going over Candice Cooley's house. That's when Ty Corbin was present. I think that's when Black Dove showed up. And if not that, it would have been in the Shack Ladies live stream, one or the other, right? And I remember that going on for like almost like an hour, arguing back and forth about it. And it's like, whoa, calm down, right? I think this is the thing, what maybe some channels do. They might tap into a certain area or current discussion. In the past, it was the gay theory, and in recent time, it's been the LiDAR. And it's just so back and forth, going on and on and on about it. I mean, you can go on about it for so long, but then it just starts, I don't know, it's a bit too dragged out, okay? Maybe what you got to acknowledge though is on their channels, they might have 1 to 4 different people talking, giving the opinions. So like goes around the table, they give their opinion, move on to the next person, they give theirs, and then all the way back round to give counterpoints. I mean, some of my videos where I've looked at a certain topic or theme, talked about it to an extent, kind of deep, but that was only one person. If you scaled it up to 4 to 5 other people, then maybe it would drag on a bit too much. So maybe I can't say too much there. But leave your thoughts, your reactions to your thoughts about this LiDAR, this plane flying over. I mean, they said it's to do with flying over to look for remains. Kind of weird, right? Justin Rounds hadn't said anything about seeing planes flying over, so, you know, it could be one of those rumours again. All I want to just say quickly, okay, so in the past I was thinking that you might get 2 types of resistance. One type of resistance, whatever form it is done because someone or people are involved in the case and they don't want other people finding the truth because it might harm them, themselves, incriminate them. So they'll do the best they can to put other people off if they get too close. That was one form of resistance. The other form of resistance was more of a toxic, competitive nature where they don't like the idea of other people getting the information or being on top of the food chain. They themselves want to be the information provider, the one who is the key to solving the mystery, getting the reward money maybe, right? They were the 2 levels of resistance. Was there a 3rd level of resistance? Probably, most likely, yes. But it's just trying to understand the reasons behind it. So, do you know when you get the people that spread the rumours, no, more so cause the rumours, create disruption within the case and maybe misdirection as well? Those sort of people. And I guess it still goes on now and you'll know who they may be, right? But all I want to say is, what do you think their motive is? If it's not for reward money, being on top above everyone else, if it's nothing to do with being involved to begin with, as for Dylan's disappearance, and not wanting people to get too near to the truth, what other reason are they doing it for? Is it an external motive? Raise attention? Some kind of negative publicity, but as it goes, all publicity is beneficial at the end of the day, so they can get external attention driven towards them so their channel can develop, or as another thing they've got in mind, another project grows. Is that the case? I wouldn't say so, because if you, let's just use a random example on the spot, okay? So if you've got like Jim Terry, okay, who is a private investigator solving cases, if you started spreading a load of lies, causing a lot of misdirection and a load of rumours just to mess up the whole case, that'll cause negative publicity towards you. And if you're a private investigator, you don't want negative publicity, right? Because it will harm when you try reach out to clients and people here and there, because no one will want anything to do with you if they hear a lot of bad stuff. So that's what I mean. That's like the motive. To what other motive would they do what they do, right? I'm not directly applying it to Jim Terry. I'm just using his situation as an example, right? It feels like there is a 3rd motive, a third type of resistance, right? But yeah, if there's any other types of resistance, feel free to list it down below. I know it occurs all over the place, but it definitely seems to be more hammered in focus on true crime and mystery cases, right? Is it worse elsewhere on other platforms? Worse on Reddit? Not quite sure. Reddit seems to be limited when it comes to these specific individual cases, right? Supposedly, like what's been talked about in the past with other channels where they said, oh, there's some kind of dedicated witch hunt hate forum on Reddit, with the subreddit name being of a individual within the Dylan Rounds community, and it's all hammering on, but not that active, not many members, not much coverage, not much frequency, and then maybe some others. And then the actual cases or mysteries, Kenny Veach, Dylan Rounds, and there are these like forums set up, but they just die out quickly. There's not much going on there. It's kind of flat. That's why I think YouTube is the main focus, the main focal point, right? You get other places where you can upload videos. I think one's called Bitch Shoot, and another one's called Rumble, right? I know was it Andrew Culver or was it someone else that said Warlike Wrath should upload to Rumble? Is there a reason? I don't know. I prefer YouTube in my opinion. I know some people have gone to Rumble because they feel like they're being silenced, but I mean, I wouldn't say I've been silenced directly by YouTube, if that makes sense. It's been by other whiny people or dickheads in between. So like the stupid music group, absolute idiots they are. YouTube might not be helpful most of the time, right? Let's just say that. But they're not causing me too many problems, right? Sometimes the YouTube app might crash or the uploading might mess up, spaz out, but it's not directly the humans within YouTube purposely making my videos malfunction. It's just like the fucking internal technology breaking down, having a complete fit seizure, okay? Speaking of like medical attention, in recent time, you had Bellevue, you had, who else was it? Stoney and maybe some other people. What I've noticed, right, kind of random, there's a fair few nurses when it comes to this true crime case within the Dylan Rounds community. There's quite a few nurses, okay? You start thinking, nurses, injections, oh no, I'm going to start like a killer nurse or something. I don't know, that's probably going to go a bit off, a bit dark there, but you start noticing like certain patterns maybe of people, right? Or backgrounds. Maybe that's possible interest to why they do what they do and also why they're interested within the case, maybe. There've been, when it comes to mysteries, true crime, there seems to be quite a few Australian people or people near to Australia, right? Can't forget Andrew Culver, New Zealand. I know, mate, no kangaroos. I learned my lesson, but you know what? I'm sure we can ship a fucking kangaroo over, mate. I bet you would really want that right on, yeah. So I'm aware of the kangaroo situation. They're lacking, just like the monkeys are lacking in Utah. More camels than monkeys. Great. Well, I guess it's just one of those things. It is what it is. So I think that kind of covers the part about this like little talk about the documentary, right? I guess we can move on to the comments now on YouTube, see where we are from there. If there's anything of interest, any key talking points, any questions need answering, that's what we'll do. Right, so here's some of the comments. We've got Tom Evans, but his comment was more before the actual video started, so that answered that. Joseph Lloyd, you better bring the whip. Have a feeling it could get crazy. It wasn't that crazy last night. Could it be crazy tonight? Maybe, maybe not. But, you know, Joseph, you're definitely correct about the whip. When it came to Bellevue last night, she did ask immediately. Well, maybe not ask. She pleaded, she demanded, whatever it may be. And, you know, because it was so early on, okay, you know, we kind of ran out of whips. You know, it was like... I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. The show hasn't even truly begun yet and they're already been used, okay? So I guess we just have to pace ourselves with time, right? I'm sure we'll get there, okay? What does Tom Evans say? So there was one piece of information that she gave us: Lucin Pond was uprooted. Yeah, massacred, annihilated, in the words of Candice Cooley. Weezer would have told us about that. Did we get anything out of this sideshow? So I don't know if it's on this video in the comment section or maybe a previous one, but I'll say it in advance. Weezer, one of the Montello locals, did say that she heard about it, or the plans of what was going to happen to the pond, but was told to keep quiet, which makes sense because it's all to do with the case. So like how some YouTubers would have kept quiet with some information or been in contact with Candice Cooley but not playing dumb in a way, that's just so the case isn't harmed. So it all makes sense, I understand that. Did we get anything out of the sideshow? Maybe the wallet, but then again it's like, well, really? Because I don't know if I may have not highlighted it in my video, but when that person said the wallet has been found, Candice Cooley said, nope, it's not been found, and yet she's saying how physical evidence has been found, but she doesn't know what physical evidence has been found. So if she doesn't know what physical evidence has been found, how does she know that the wallet has not been found? You know, if you've got no clue about something and yet you do about something else which links to the thing you don't have a clue about, don't quite make sense, right? Maybe that physical evidence found could be Dylan's wallet, but they haven't told the mother about it yet. Fine, that makes sense. But then for Candice Cooley to say, wallet has not been found, I guess one way of wording it in a better way would be if someone said, has the wallet been found? And you reply with, not from what I know of. And from what I know of, I have no clue what physical evidence has been found recently, so maybe there's a chance the wallet could have been collected, found somewhere. That's how it should have been worded. Wanda says, Lance Kelly will this spring search with a cadaver, which will make finding Dylan and other missing people easier. What did I say? Oh yeah, Mini-Me announced, yeah. So if any of you weren't aware, you will be now. So Lance Kelly, channel name Earthworm Infotainment, they have raised the target money amount to be able to afford a cadaver dog. So it's been successful, they've reached the goal, they can get the cadaver dog and move on with their searches with time. What are your thoughts and feelings about that? List it down below in the chat. Is it gonna cause Candice Cooley to get triggered again? No clue. I don't know. It's one of those of, we'll see, time will tell. Okay, what's this one? Tom Evans. I'm still intrigued with the biological evidence. If not blood, what was in the hole? Shaq said, to do with vomit. Yeah. This one. Yes, I don't know where I got that from, but after listening to Candice, doesn't sound like there is blood in the dirt. Unless they thought something was in the dirt. Yeah. I mean, the original thought biological matter, which eventually transitioned into blood, but that seems to have been dispelled. So kind of like weak rumours maybe. Yeah, can't really say too much on that. All I say is, whatever it was that was dug up wasn't exactly big. And if it was an object, it was a small one, right? Why would an object though be buried in there? It wouldn't really make sense if the other stuff is moved further afar. If you're going to move other items further afar, you do the same with whatever was in the grain shed, right? So maybe it's more of a substance, more to do with biological matter, vomit, right? Like, what did we say? Like, if you were hit over the head with a shovel, if the truck reversed back, hit Dylan accidentally somehow, if someone was reversing it, if strangled on the spot, choked, you could vomit, right, gag, like that. So that's what could cause that. But how much though? And how would they know it's in that area? Would the ground look more wet and patchy? You know what I'm saying? Or would it have dried? How did the FBI, how did they know where to look on the spot? Did they just zone in with their eyes and notice, oh, that specific spot there in the grain shed looks a bit dodgy. Take a look. I don't know. Mini-Me, thank you for the interest in live. Shout out to Mini-Me. When I started reading this, I thought Indiana was going to start doing a poem about more watermelons, but I was incorrect. But we'll read it anyway. Let's talk about that watermelon. Dumped on Wednesday, 25th of May. The watermelon was then found days later without one fly or insect on it. If that heat, the watermelon itself would have been quite dried out, covered in dead flies and insects, as any ants would not given up until the watermelon was never gone, yet not one insect was to be found on it. No ants there to be seen, still lingering on the Coke tin, so it was either a recent searcher's watermelon and drink can, so quite bad on them being litter bugs, or a setup. So remind me just who it was that found the watermelon and Coke tin, and as to who took the photo. There were no flies to be seen on candies either. But I don't know exactly when the watermelon was found. Well, it's been dumped Wednesday 25th. Where did you hear that from, Indiana? Are you saying about the watermelon and Coke was dumped there 25th of May? If you know the date, then maybe it's been talked about in whatever piece of information you got it from, the person who put it there. But what I said in this video, the one Indiana has commented on, was in the interview, Doug from No Thanks brought the point up about the watermelon and called out some guy, but I forgot his name, but it will be in the Candice Cooley interview one if you want to refer back to it, right? Mentioned a person's name followed by Jim Terry's name. So I don't know if Doug was linking both of them together as being responsible, or one being responsible, the other taking photos, right? Was he called Steve? Was he called Tom? Was he called... I can't remember his name. Maybe his surname beginning with a C. Kun. I don't know. But basically Doug was wording it as it was staged and it was done on purpose, followed by the photos taken. And it's just trying to understand if that really is the case. Why was it done? What was the real purpose of it? You know, the significance. A watermelon. Is it that important, right? There we go. We got the Arizona Traveller. So this is an interesting one. Let's read this and see what he's got to say. The last time Arizona Traveller commented, he was talking about dark fantasies in New York and Detroit and how whipping is a bit naughty or something. I don't know what he was really going on about. And he's talking about Burger Kings or the BTK killer, or maybe the same thing. So let's just see what he's got to say here. So Arizona says, the pond that was drained and cleared with a backhoe, and it was done when they dug up the mail line. It was the pond at the farm. I think you're confused with ponds, maybe. The Lucin pond is very shallow. After you break the outer edge, the area under the water would be soft. Also, there is frost lines, which is how far down the ground is frozen. It's what they use to make building codes on how deep footers and such are. From what I see, it's only 20 inches at sea level there. Rumour has it that Jay shot out Kurt's tyres, which was what he was referring to a few months ago when he said he left a surprise for Kurt. And don't be spanking Miss T anymore. If you want to do that creepy stuff, do it to Doug or Salty. They like that stuff. Or Black Dove. What? Hold on. Let's first analyse the last part of that paragraph. Don't be spanking Miss T. Who's Miss T? Miss T? Miss Tomato? Miss Tuna? Miss Turnip? Miss Twig? Miss Twat? Never heard of their name before. Who? T? Mr. T? Nope, it's Miss T. I've never... Right, okay. Let me answer Arizona Traveller. I've never whipped Miss T ever before. In terms of the people whipped, would have been Gorilla Jack, Weedleby, Stoney, Cleo, Stephen, the turkey handler, Joseph Lloyd, excessively, Cindy, one of the Cindys, maybe Taco as well, Campos Tacos, and some others, right? But never Miss T. I don't know where she came into the equation. Never mentioned her name in any of my videos beforehand, so you might be getting a bit mixed up, Arizona Traveller there. As for Doug, Salty Pancakes and Black Dove, I wasn't aware they like whipping, but I'm sure arrangements can be made in the future if we ever need to implement self-defense mechanisms, you know, my boy. But yeah, let's just go back over the main part of this comment where they were saying the pond drained and cleared with the backhoe was the pond at the farm, Dylan Round's farm. I guess what we can do very shortly is go on the Google Earth and I can explain it a bit more to the exact one. But I'm interested though, because the way Candice Cooley worded it, she didn't word it as the one at the farm, if I'm correct in saying. But then again, when you say Lucin Pond, any pond in Lucin could be called Lucin Pond, right? Maybe. Might be a fair point, that. But we definitely need to get more into that shortly. Leave your thoughts to what you think about the Arizona Traveller's comment. Does it confuse you or not? Joseph, Lucin Pond is actually an underground spring that's constantly filling. I mean, does that explain the pipe? What Ty Corbin was talking about on the west side or something with the pipe coming out? Because it keeps refilling. I agree with you, Shack Lady says. Slot of Oriole are getting the two ponds mixed up. With knowing it has a spring there, could be pockets too. This is why I feel the way she talked about it may allude that it's possible it could be there but not yet discovered. Wait, whose Slot of Oriole? Is that a hair product? I'm a bit confused there. And once again, this person's saying about someone is getting a bit confused or maybe mixed up between the ponds. So Arizona Traveller has mentioned it himself, and maybe the Shack Lady. But it's not that I'm getting confused. I'm just relaying from the exact wording and location of what it was originally talked about. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what's this? Shack Lady. Let's read this. With what I know that was shared with me, the bar has not increased sales by 500%. I'd like to know how she got that number. If anything, the bar has actually lost money in sales from what I know, having great detailed conversations regarding the business. Also, I'd like to point out that yes, it's highly probable for Dylan to leave his wallet in the truck. The reason why I agree with this is because I do it as well in the desert. In the middle console, it's not abnormal. It's easier to keep a repetitive action, always knowing where it is, as well as when you're working in the desert or whatever, you never have to worry about it. A lot of people actually do this. From what I heard, the wallet wasn't found at all. Does she feel it could be in the Lucin Pond too, and it just hasn't been found yet, possibly? Okay, so that's good as Shack Lady. There you go. Live, like, on the spot. Lucky Shack Lady. But yeah, whoever the Shack Lady is referring to, where she's had detailed conversations with, could be anyone, maybe a Montella local. But at least from what I've heard of as well from last night in the live chat stream, Weezer had said that it's been open 3 hours less a week or so over the year, or a few months, not been open as much, not been open as long. But then again, I heard, I think it was Ellen at one point saying how the bar was open nearly every day post Dylan's disappearance. That's what Kurt's decision was. Maybe that was in the early stages. Or was that conflicting info? I'm sure people can sort it out between them. But from what Weezer has said, it's not seen a boost in sales. Quite the opposite, in a way. So, you know, Candy's Cooley coming out with these random figures and stats, not exactly a good thing. I mean, it's easy for people to come out with random figures, yeah. Oh, 90% of people do this, 90% of people are like this, nearly 100% of my time playing this game, and it happens, always goes wrong, whatever. But when you're in a serious case, serious matter, and you're criticising everyone else for coming out with speculation and misinformation and a load of rubbish and BS, then the pressure and focus is more on you now to be the one that delivers with pinpoint accuracy data and information, and then coming out with a stat of 500% randomly. Losing credibility in oneself, right? It's not exactly a good look. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. Robert, whip out your neck breaker. I mean, neck rester. I think that's what he's talking about. Also, it is a spring. Okay, so once again, you've seen a bit of continuity, consistency with these people and their responses. But, yeah, spring this, spring that, filling up with water. But I'm sure, I'll have to double check, of course, when we look at the map shortly. I thought it was called Lucin Pond. I thought there was like an official name for it. Or maybe it was just a market I put there at the time. Maybe. Bear, it's a movie. Okay. Too much information. You must understand that. Right. The pond had an iridescent algae, according to what I've been told. I mean, when Lance Ty Corbin went there way back in the past, first time, documented it, recorded. Yeah, it looked like there was algae, it was like green stuff covering the surface. Denial more than just a river in Egypt. Oh, the Nile. I thought you said denial. Having an Aussie train moment. What, you or me? Too cool now, forever. Okay. War, please review American RICO Act as it could be used in gangs, drug gang, rancher gang, truck driver gang, hubbies and ex-wife gang. Hubbies, what? Stoney? Ex-wife gang? Oh no. Don't know what's going on there. Any missing time episodes among people involved? Plank missing person search site. I don't know. Sliding out the back door, cause and effect. Phonicians. Okay, I'm a little bit confused by that. And there's my dodgy comment. Yes, so for whatever reason, well, it sounds a bit dodgy that. If you want to give an alternative super chat, there's the link there, the PayPal one. I only highlight that briefly, simply because I understand that even when it comes down to just simply leaving a comment on a video, a super chat, or just a standard comment, even in the live chat itself, it can be a bit daunting at times, especially if you have expectations or you feel like people have expectations over you, like when it comes to watching other people's channels. Like in the past, the odd person has reached out and just simply said, I don't comment, I just watch the video to avoid drama. And I think that's because, you know, like when you start associating yourself with another channel, sometimes that previous channel ends up either attacking you, calling you out, or some other people, and it just kind of backfires. It's as if some people don't want you to be able to go where you want, watch what you want. So I think that's why people are a little bit anonymous at times. So if you ever feel restricted, if you ever feel silenced and you can't say or do what you want, an example, the link there can be an alternative. Just like how there's an alternative to share information if you wish to, such as on Instagram, right? The link's on the channel page. I mean, not everyone will understand. Like, people will be like, yeah, but you got to go full on interviews. You got to be full on hard. Yeah, boom, like this. But it's like, no. Sometimes you need a slower, more anonymous approach, bit calmer, bit more relaxed, less tension, so there's more natural reaction, right? So does that summarize that? I'd say so. I think what we definitely need to do now is move on to the map and the pond. So here we are. We might as well zoom in around about... Oops, gone a bit too far up. Calm down, boy. There we go. There we go. Wow. It's so weird, like, when you zoom out that much and you're trying to zoom in, it gets a bit hard to relocate. I think one of the worst is probably Hazelton. I was looking for the graveyards, because when you zoom out, you see all that farming and the pivots. It's like an illusion, patterns all over the place. But yeah, we're here once again. Now, before we continue, one thing I just want to briefly highlight, if I can find it on the spot, might not be able to be fair, but has there been any more talk about the bra shed or the brass shed? Has that been brought up ever since? I mean, I had a marker for it, but that was on a different project. My boy, I found it. Yeah, okay, I don't know what I'm doing there. But I think I'm correct in saying this is the bra shed. Maybe that's where Bellevue keeps the rest of her clothing, maybe. But yeah, what was the true significance with this area, right? Let's try and flip the image if possible. So it's roughly over there. Here. This is the grain shed, and back here is the brass shed. So in a very posh way, that. Just see anything else in between. No, can't really see much else. You see the track marks, of course, man-made ones from the looks of it. But what was the whole talk about this area, in the past? Can't remember who exactly said it, but some people suggested you need to take a look at it, you need to talk about it, and I did, briefly. And I've just not heard any follow-ups. It's only because, out of interest, like, does anyone have any updates with the bra shed? Was there anything found there? Did anyone go back to double check? Anything? Anyone? Mention it in the chat, feel free to. I'm only doing it because, you know, with other people following up and, you know, even bringing back in certain theories, ideas, back to back, might as well do it here as well. I'm not really noticed anything too dodgy here, but whether something was taken down here, buried, hidden, possibility. But I think what we should be focusing on is the pond itself, considering the title of the video and the talk of it. Make sure we're facing north. So the pond Arizona traveller was talking about was the one at Dylan's place, Dylan's farm, which you see right here. There's the pond. There's the coordinates. Okay. Also, what I'll do in a second is just go back to that brass shed, just because I know there might be some people in the chat that want the coordinates. I believe it was Fast Eddie. Last time Fast Eddie wanted coordinates of Dylan's trailers, but unable to, considering the trailers are not present here, as you see. Though this is where the trailers should have been and would have been, right, when Dylan was present at the time. The farm, near to the pond. So yeah, there's the coordinates. Let's just go back to that brass shed very quickly. Also, tell me if I'm saying it wrong. Brass, bra, which one is it? Drop the coordinates down. There you go. Make sure to make note of them. You can also pause the video if you want, if you need to, or rewind it back. That's the thing within this case. A lot of people, well, not a lot, But with time, a couple of people searching about and people exploring using drones, features, equipment, all this and that, big equipment, little equipment, manpower, woman power, I don't know, all that stuff, right? And yet at the end of the day, hardly any coordinates have been given. And it would have been so much easier, right? Maybe it's not been the same focus as for online, right? Okay, coordinates may have been given or shared between one another publicly, locally. If you're contacting the police, the LE, about a certain finding, like the bag of bones, given maybe coordinates, GPS location and stuff, so the police can come down and collect it. But as for sharing coordinates of places searched, that's been lacking, at least on YouTube. People might have said, oh yeah, we need to check out Rosebud Wash, or we need to check out this mine or mine shaft. And it's like, okay, good. But you try typing that in online, you can't find it the same way. It's not as easy. Or like talking about a wash, it's not easy to find. They're not all marked, known places. Same with, I guess, motels in some areas and bars. Whereas if you had the coordinates, it will direct you to the exact point. And then you zoom in enough, you might be able to see a building or some kind of structure, right? I mean, maybe it just occurs more in the likes of the Kenny Veach case, because that was to do with going out hiking on a hike to look for a missing hiker and providing coordinates for future hikers online so they could follow the same route and not get hurt or harmed. Whereas in the Dylan Brown's case, with most of the terrain being quite flat, wide and vast, you probably don't need to take as many precautions, maybe, right? But yeah, let's get back to this pond. What do you see? This one here. Has been talks about this pond before in the past. Yeah, I'm like Arizona Traveller saying this was drained. I mean, yeah, I heard about it being drained this back in the past. They didn't find anything, though the pressure washer, the tool, the bit of equipment of the pressure washer was found nearby to the pond. Is that 100% confirmed correct? Because that's what Candice Cooley said in the past. And what was it doing down here? Who put it there? Did it have anything to do with the car, pickup truck supposedly being power washed, pressure washed? And if not, then when was the last time the pressure washer was used and why was it left near the pond? Was it forgotten about? Did it need refilling? What are your thoughts on that? Let me know, okay? Was there anything else to add on? No, not at this moment in time. Down this way, going down south to Little Pigeon Mountain, you got another little pond down here. Drop the coordinates. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've heard recently, this pond is Dylan's fishing pond or fish pond where fish are. Okay? It's the only other pond that's nearby, really. Okay? So this is supposedly Dylan's fish pond or a pond of fish. I don't know if Dylan did fishing or not, or just had some there, maybe natural or not, and did he feed the fish? I don't know. I don't know too much about it, but really, because of the weather, the environment, when it does dry up, and obviously the ponds will too, no more water coming from anywhere, right? So it will dry up. You can see the outer part, right? You've seen the lakes as well, they've dried up too with time, or at certain points. So the fish would just die. So I don't know how you work that one out. Like, what would Dylan do to the fish if he had to move away? Did he just leave the fish to die if it was dry, or did he take them with him, put him in a fish bowl or something? I don't know, it's a bit weird, that one. But that was the reference point of here. I don't know if there's been any more talks about this area. It doesn't seem to be, if it's been searched or not. I've not heard much of that. No one's got back to me on that. As for the pond up here, I think the reason why it's more referred to Lucin Pond is because literally the word Lucin, it's disappeared now, the text, the word Lucin is right here in the middle of the screen. And right next to it is a pond, which you can't quite see on the aerial shot. Oh, maybe you can. Somewhere like that. And I said the west side, northeast west side, so somewhere like on that side where the pipe is, the spring. Now, has that got anything to do with any washes nearby? Or any mountains nearby? Any slopes? Oops. Try and rotate the image if possible. I mean, not too far away, you got the wash and what we looked at from Grouse Creek. So just a question, because I'm not an expert on this. If this pond, supposedly called Lucin Pond, that there is a pipe, that there is like water filling up the place, that there is some kind of underwater spring, from what Joseph has said, am I incorrect in saying that this has got anything to do with the wash from Grouse Creek? Is that something completely separate or not? I'm just wondering. Okay, just trying to think of the water source, because like really the only springs and washes I've known of in the past was more to do with Nevada, Mojave Desert, and they were all near or coming down from a mountain top. So that's all I really know of as for that environment. But yeah, what I will say though is, unless I'm mishearing things, but I'm sure that when I watched the interview last night, or well, the night before, I guess. Well, it was morning time, wasn't it? Yeah. I watched it a day after it was released. But when Candice Cooley referred to the pond, she said Lucin Pond, the same place where the phone came from. And that was dug out, that was drained. And she was saying that it was drained end of December, and it was dug out last week, January 2023. That's what she said, okay? Unless she's lying, all I want to ask is people in the chat right now, or people that may watch later, or like the ones that said that I'm getting confused with the different ponds. Do you think Candice Cooley is lying? We'll do a poll right now. Do you think Candice Cooley is lying that Lucin Pond, the one what we see on screen right now, this one here, was dug up, was drained? Do you think it was, in fact, a different area which was done? You know, I mean, with Candice Cooley coming out with these random figures and numbers, that can be confusing in itself, right? But then if you've got certain areas searched and not searched, this happened then, this happened there, but it didn't. It's like, well, why are you saying it then? That's literally causing a bit of misdirection and confusion, unless it's got to such a desperate nature in which she has to cause misdirection so that when people do go there, they're going to be confused and put off. I guess the best way of asking is, Weezer, this pond here, near the waterhole, near the railroad tracks, or where it says Lucin, is this the pond which was drained and dug up in kind of recent time? Or is it at Dylan's farm? Which one? Okay. And as well, the most obvious way of knowing which one has been altered with would be visiting the place, like if a local or someone nearby passed by it, got a photo of the massacred land, you know, the trees are gone. And to be honest, the more I think of it, the way Candice Cooley described it, she was describing it more as this area here on screen, because she was talking about how the trees were knocked down, cut down because there were like obstructions, but it was all cleared. Now, you refer back to Dylan's farm and his pond. Well, that pond, there's no trees around it. It's quite an open clearing, right? As we've seen. So it can't be that one. It must be this one here. So someone's definitely got a bit confused, end of the day. I guess the biggest question you'd ask is, why now? First of all, why now due to the temperature and environment, isn't it? Too cold, a bit impractical, yeah. It's spur of the moment, just a sudden idea or thought, then I guess you do it regardless. But when you've had the opportunity in the past to look at this area, dig it up, why was it not done back then? Like, what would have changed? Because if you think about it, if it was searched originally and they didn't really find much, but they did find the phone, after that was done, it wasn't dug out. Fast forward months on, going into the new year, into 2023, and then deciding, let's go back, let's dig it out and see if anything else has been added since. Is that what she was thinking? Or was she like just had a random thought in her head thinking, right, police have been there in the past. They found this, but maybe they weren't doing their job properly or they didn't look thoroughly. So let's head back and have a double check. Because I know Candice Cooley has said about going back to areas over and over again if necessary. She has said that about the checklist. We'll keep going back to some areas over and over again till the point we can tick it off. And she kind of said the same words the other night in that live stream interview. So it might follow with her pattern, right? They may have not found anything, but they just wanted to double check, just like how she said she wanted to do in a much older interview. So yeah, I remember that now, and it kind of makes more sense. And maybe if you just suddenly thought about going there, checking it out once again, aside from other locations, then it's just like an on-the-spot idea. But in terms of the weather and the environment, with it being frozen over, much harder to dig into and inspect, couldn't it have not been done much earlier, right? What was that other thing? So we just go back to the grain shed. Let me just flip the image so we're looking the right way. There we go. Back down here. And that backhoe, which you can't see on screen, but is still there. Weezer confirmed that the backhoe is still parked up near to the grain shed, not been moved since. And I think that's the one what Arizona Traveller was like briefly talking about in his comment, what we saw earlier in this video, saying Jay left Kurt a surprise, supposedly shot out his tyre. Who's Jay? Justin? Justin Rounds? What, did Justin get a bit of revenge on Kurt for some reason, so he blew out the back tyre? Maybe. But then other stories have been that it was the police or the FBI that did the tyre, and it's like, but why? Why would they really? So leave your thoughts in the chat to what you think. Do you think Justin deflated the tyre, shot at the tyre of the backhoe? Or was it police? And why? What was the whole purpose, reason of it at the end of the day? Was it revenge? Was it to send a message? Was it to make sure that it wouldn't be used or moved anywhere? That's what I want to know. Is there much more to talk about here? I mean, if we just briefly type in Lucin Pond, okay? Lucin, Utah Pond. I just want to see what shows up. Okay. Peplin Pond, Rock Bottom Pond. Right, so these are further away from the looks of it, but let's just... Oh my God. I'm just interested. So it's only Peplin Pond that shows up, and that one's quite full, to be honest. Why not the others? Lynn Reservoir. Ah, Lynn Reservoir, and then you got Grouse Creek down there. I see. Any images? Nope, that's a shame. Peplin Pond, any images? Nope. Coyote Ponds, no images. That's annoying, that. And then some down there. So I wonder why they're not, why the others are not named. Are they just forgotten about, not included? That's why sometimes it gets a bit hard when searching. Yeah, that's not really changed. But yeah, when looking back at some of these places, we can do at some point just to see if there's any new images uploaded, because that's always a possibility if people are visiting within the area. But I feel for now, that concludes that part. So now it's time to put that all aside. For now, we take a look at the dodgy map time. Yeah, you know the drill, dodgy time. Yeah, we're going into the overtime part. But take in mind, if you have joined just recently or like right now, and you want to listen in about the Dylan rounds discussion, the current things going on, make sure to rewind to the beginning and you can hear all of that, okay? So with that all in mind, where do we look next? Do we have anything in the search? Mr. X USA, why not? What can we find, Mr. X Tractors, Mr. X Technologies. I just don't think it quite hits the spot. We've got the nightclubs, of course. We've looked at Mr. X Pizza, Movie Studio, Toronto, Canada, Mr. X Incorporated. Oh, whoa. We are not going there. We're probably going to be hit with copyright claims and copyright strikes left, right, and center. I don't know if my heart can handle it, man. Oh, God. If I get any more copyright claims, I'm going to fall on the ground. I'm going to be literally dying. And then it'll have to result in Bellevue giving me mouth to mouth to bring me back to life. Oh, my God. No, thank you. I don't want that. No. I'm good. Don't worry. Okay. Looking at it, sound like a donkey then. Oh, actually, I don't know. What the hell what just came out of my mouth then? That noise. I was trying to do a Bellevue donkey, but it ended up sounding like a squeaky pig toy or something, or some weird animal. I'm confused now. Why not go? Who wants to go where? Do you want to go to Mr. X nightclub in Houston, Texas? Or Mr. X Dallas? Yeah, let's go to the Dallas cocktail bar. Hitting it hard. Where's the images? Yeah, it's really refined. Yeah, high standards. Oh my God, Cafe Waters. You could have at least told us. Why, Cafe Waters, are you bringing your bird cage along with you? Oh, I see, Cafe. Yeah, your bird is an alcoholic. Oh my God, Cafe, you're a really naughty influence on that bird. My God. I bet when it's drunk all night, it's probably got a right attitude. Yeah, I think you need to sort it out. I'm sure I saw a sign somewhere where Mr. X Cocktail Bar definitely said no birds allowed. And look at there, little bird cage. Oh, Cafe. Oh, Cafe. Oh, no. Let's move on to the next image. Oh, we got the meatballs again with some mayonnaise. Yeah. But, come on, Maria. 3 balls. You're very tight. Okay, you're very tight. Should be giving more. There's not enough to feed an army, man. Not enough at all. What else do we have here? All kinds of bottles. Yeah. Oh, no, don't tell me Melissa and Bellevue are turning up. The bottle collection is going to go down drastically. Linda, that is a subtle hint to you. Keep your underground bunker of alcohol locked, okay? You do not want it going anywhere, right? Oh, my God, that's my favorite color. Like, literally, Famous Up. Look, Famous Up, is your favorite little color pink. Little flamingos as well. Yeah, really resembles your internal happiness and joy, right? Yeah, and how you input it on your controller, all the pinkness color coming out of it. Yeah. What anyone else? Sparkle Sunshine, is that the name? I think that's a fruit drink. But yeah, little cone there. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, very great. What else do we have? Oh my God, where are we going? Is this like some kind of crazy golf course? Or some kind of haunted house? I can't quite make it out. My God, the walls are green. Oh, God. Don't tell me we're going to have another wardrobe malfunction Lance Kelly green screen moment where his body disappears and his head's just floating about on camera. My God, Mama Down Under. Please fix it. Oh, my God, I can't even talk. I'm too terrified. I think I've got a phantom and ghost flying about. Well, what does that say? Fuck off. Drop cunt. Eh? Oh, pick up. Oh, it's a taxi thing. Well, you might in a taxi. I don't know. I think my wording has gone downhill. Oh my God, what is going on here? We've got a camera set up. Oh my God, Joseph. I don't think that's a good idea to be wearing those tight leather trousers, Joseph. What have I told you, you know? As I clearly said in the past, you know, you go into Saddle Sore Bar wearing them, and for whatever reason, you drop your soap, you drop your beer, your glass. The moment you bend over, exactly. And if Kurt is nearby, it's not gonna end well, okay? Is that Ed Harshberger on the right? No, may have had a few burgers, but not the Ed Harshberger. Oh my God, Maria, moving on up in the world. Yes, Maria. Yeah, you're gonna contest. That ain't you. Oh my God, don't even question it. What am I saying? I don't even know. What's this? So more pink ambience going on. XOXO. I always was confused what that meant. I thought it was some kind of code name or something, but I think it's only kisses, isn't it? Or is it noughts and crosses? Oh, God. Oh, it's a bit more open here. Some fluffy chairs. Yeah, they're really like, oh my God, this is so tacky and shit. What the hell's going on? Like, this is like the sort of pad you'd come across if you were playing Saints Row. Yeah. Oh, look at that guy there. Is that James Bond? Was it Awesome Destroyer? Looks like we found James Bond. Just secretly hiding in the back. You know, he's all in black, but he blends in with the fucking chair. My God, he's a master manipulator, a spy. No one's ever going to find him. Yeah. Oh God, Jesus Christ. I thought that person was going to rip open their top then. Easy there. Easy, boy. And we got the DJ, yeah, playing Gorilla Jack's music. Yes, my name's Gorilla Jack. Hello. I hope you're enjoying the music I have created all by myself. Yes. And the voice got a little bit high pitch. I wonder why, because I'm fucking turning the goddamn Barney the dinosaur. Hey, everybody. I love you. Why don't we go play some hide and seek? I don't think Gorilla Jack wants to play hide and seek. No. I mean, if Gorilla Jack played hide and seek with Weedleby in the middle of the woods, I mean, it's not like Weedleby can hide behind a tree, right? Let's move on. Press for champagne. Oh my God. This has its Stony bitches written all on this. This is exactly what Stony wants and needs in life. A button to press. And then Bellevue comes along, serving some champagne. Yeah, it's so great, isn't it? It's amazing. Oh, wow. No one's ever thought of that before. Oh my God, Stoney's already pressing it repeatedly. What are they doing? I don't know. Oh my God, Joseph. Clearly, those leather trousers are having some short-term circulation negative effects on your blood flow. My God, Joseph, you can't even stand up properly with your legs half bent. Either it's those trousers are a bit tight, Joseph, or you've already come out of Saddle Sore Bar. Yeah, I think your legs might need adjusting. Yeah. What do we have here? No. Oh, is that the end photo? There we go. So, Mr. X Dallas. But was there anything else to take a look at? I'm sure, I feel like there might have been somewhere. I just don't think it wants to show up. No, that's a shame. What about Bellevue, huh? I just feel that maybe I did type a name in the past, but it didn't really come up with much. Doesn't look like it, does it? Bellevue Beauty Lounge in Scotland. What you doing, donkey? Get out of my swamp. Yeah, I'm from Scotland. Bellevue. Oh no, Bellevue has a secret, what's it called? Beauty Lounge. Bellevue. You should be making more use of it then. Let's take a look.
Well, it's just one of those things. Look, we've got a letter for box gifts, because I'm all about gifting things. But then again, I'm taking all the gifts, because all those toys, yeah, whoa, they're making me feel real numb right now.
Okay, Bellevue, calm down. Can we take a look inside?
Of course you can. Aberdeen Business Award Best Nail Salon 2017.
Is that Sam? That's okay, so I guess that's an example of it. So this can be an informed, educational video for all the cats in the chat. Times of tension, times of drama, to avoid anyone getting hurt. A little nail trim can go a long way, right? Is that one of your co-hosts, one of your panels, maybe? What's this? Gliocopiel or something? Is that anti-aging? Oh my God. It's not worked on you, Bellevue. Shit. Okay. Oh, you winning awards? Yeah. What the hell's going on there? I don't know. Is that before and after? Or after and before? Because it looks worse than it did before. Bajolo Beauty Spa. Oh, I'm not even moving on to Bellevue, looking at something else. Oh my God, what the hell? Oh my God, there's text written in the person's eye. God, they're not human. They're built different. They're some kind of cyborg. God, they're taking over the world. No. Oh my God, look at this. We got all nails in shapes and sizes. That's really good. Cleo, you got one? No, you're fine. Okay, Maria, you need any? No? Okay. Any fucking person wants nails right now, get them on. Get you glue. Don't sniff it. Just use the glue. Wait, what's this? I don't even know what's this all about. Honestly, I wouldn't really know. Oh no. Oh no, Bellevue. Oh no, you're offering extra gifts. Oh no. Oh.
Well, as you know, sometimes we gotta snuggle up. A full body massage and a box of chocolates. Oh, yes.
Oh no. Melissa, I'm saying molasses. Are you here? Okay. Wait, no joke. The person on the left literally has the facial structure of Glitter Galaxy. What the hell? Glitter Galaxy? Is that really you? Oh my God, am I really secretly exposing something to someone? Am I really doing that? Damn right, because I am a bitch. I'm only joking. I have no clue what Glitter Galaxy looks like. But it's all about interpretation and imagination of one's mind, body, and soul. That's what it's all about, okay? Oh my God. Oh my God. Bloody hell. My God, I can't even get the words out my mouth. Where am I? Bellevue is going in hard.
With a single and ready to mingle. Intimate
wax. Full leg wax. Why is it intimate? What the hell? What are you doing with the wax? Oh my God, I didn't know they could put it up there. Oh my God. I mean, I've heard of wax. I've heard that Gorilla Jack has had some waxing done at times. But an intimate one? Oh my God, Stoney. You better hide under the bed because I don't think this is going to end well. Date night ready. Gel, nails and spray tan. Okay. Scottish Beauty Industry Awards 2018 finalist. Well done, congratulations. Winning the best award Black Friday. Udram was £70, now £50. Oh, the rip-off. This absolutely disgusting. I saw that was all shit on the toilet. Get off, get off. I don't care about fucking Scotland. Should be the USA. America. Okay, it won't let me leave this place. That's great. Utah, save me. Oh God, it won't even let me go. Mr. X, you gotta save the day, man. USA, America. Come on. Surely that can save us, right? Oh, there we go. Yes. Yes! Come on, I found it. Mr. X products. Let's see what this is all about. Oh my God, we got high resistant Mr. X tension bands for boxing and fitness. My God, Weedleby, looks like you need a couple of these. Yeah, I don't mean rolls and layers of skin. I mean rolls of fucking tape to get the exercise going. Holiday deals, 50% off. Too bad, it's too late. Free USA shipping. Of course it's going to be free USA shipping if it's in fucking USA to begin with. You idiots. Oh my God, what's that? Does that go around your neck like a little choker? Oh my God, Cleo, we got an extra large choker here for you. I'm sure some person will come into the chat and say, oh my God, that's a weight belt. That's for lifting weights. Oh my God, do you not even know what you're talking about? Well, clearly not. I'm a right fat fuck at the moment, aren't I? You know, fitness gear, Mr. X, gonna wrap Mr. X around your waist. Yeah. Does it come in 9 inches? Don't even know. Don't even care. Yeah, we got the full facial. Come on, put that on and it'll keep your head nice and secure, man. Yeah, Stoney, you're gonna put that on your head. Oh my God, Maria. Yeah, you put the little head mask on your face and your little cute cheeks are gonna be squishing together. I don't know. I just can't imagine Maria wearing one of these head guards things because I can imagine her face being all squashed together and be like, oh, Maria. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got some golden gloves. Magic touch, Michael Jackson. Come on, yeah. What the hell's that? Like some cow belt. Do you wrap that around the cow's udders? It just looks like cow pattern. Was that camouflage? Oh, God. Easy mistake to make. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah, it's really intimidating. Put fake red paint on it. Fake blood to represent how much of a fake-ass bitch and channel you are in real life. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we got some little pads to pitter-patter on. Yeah, what a weak touch you have. Can't even hit with full force. My God. Oh, my God. Oh, no. It's that for when you're losing weight, when it gathers all the wet stuff inside. You get very moist, you get very wet, you get very hot. It just gets disgusting, yeah. Oh my God. That guy needs to shave his hands. He's turning into a Sasquatch. Oh no. Oh God. We're going to the lower parts now. Great. Oh, we got some pink little boxing gloves, Famous Arb. Yeah, you want to do some little boxing? Yeah. A little gentle touch. 1, 2, come on. Oh God, what is it with that dodgy belt? Well, I know what that is. What that actually is. That you put around the back of your neck, that goes across your chest area, providing you haven't got obstructions there. Well, no, maybe it still works, I guess. And then those curly bits what stick out, you put your arms slot down them, so it kind of pushes your arms and shoulders out at a certain angle, and then you use the curl bar, and it just puts you in a certain position for curling. Pink gloves, wow, extra long belt, just what we need. Fitness gear, what the hell, is that a fucking mouse pad? What? Oh, God. Mr. X not failing to deliver. That's great. I think the next thing what we need to do... What's that person called from Pancakes? Was it Kaylee? Kaylee, where are you? Oh, my God. Kaylee is in the office of Washington, D.C., United States. Oh, no, I better not be messing with her. I don't want to get detained. Oh, my God. Whoa. Do you know what? Final place what we're going to take a look at. Considering we've not been here for a while, probably because I can't spell it. Oh my God, National Museum. Oh God. Anyway, what did Utah? Little Caesar's Pizza, American Fork. Yeah, we've not been here before. Yeah, there we go. We're at the origins of where it all begun on my channel. Little Caesars. Prepare for nightmares and PTSD because it's going to go completely downhill now. That sounds really encouraging, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. We got the extra large pizza, just like how people like it in the chat. Extra large. That's why Wes is the popular guy around town, of course. Yeah, where's the other half gone? Well, it's not even a half because I'm kind of doing mathematics. Where's the rest gone? Oh my God, it's by Carlos Ramos. Carlos! Oh no, Stoney. Carlos has been hungry. You've not been giving him what he wants. Stoney, what are you doing? We're back to the hot and ready zone. That's never changed since. Of course. Extra cheese and most pepperoni. All the nation's best price. Thin crust. Yes, too many pepperonis. All on it. Pebble dash like stones. Crazy, crazy. Yes, it is crazy, isn't it? Oh my god. No way. We've got an entire collection of dip pics. Oh my god, I hope they don't get leaked. Oh no. Oh my god, we got even more dip pics. This is amazing. Right, never seen this many before. It's almost like a welcome home. It's like homecoming, isn't it? Oh my god, we're gonna dress up in a little pretty little sparkly dress. Yeah, it's like the prom. Oh my god, I heard Kendra is going with Chris. Who's fucking Chris? I don't know, he's a fucking man slut, but guess what? I've got my girl posse coming with me. We're gonna go homecoming. We're gonna drink lots of drinks. We're gonna piss out of mine. It's gonna be so fun. Oh my god, it's gonna be the best time ever. And then, oh my god, it's Stoney. Fucking Stoney comes in to cause drama in the party. Oh my god, that's not good. I think I'll just stick with Little Caesars with the dip pics. I think that's just an easier alternative, right? Oh no, you didn't have to do it to me like this. No, we're back to the soggy dough again. The massacred yeast infection food. Oh no. But at least we've got a dip pic. I guess that settles the blow. Pizza's not too bad, but it's kind of bland, missing some stuff. But yeah, we're back to, oh god, the paper's all, why is it all yellow and wet? Oh, that's not good. Oh wait, hang on a minute. Oh, I've just realised, it's not even from inside a place. This person is doing yet another kitchen room tour for their own selfish narcissistic needs. Well, you know what? I'm rating your kitchen a 1 out of 10. Yeah? You don't like that? Well, please come and see the manager. If you got any problems, my name's Walleye Karen at your service. Yeah? Okay. What do we have here? We got a best value winner dinner pizza dinner. Okay, no turkeys this time, though. Oh, what a shame. Come on, man. Oh, no, we're not leaving already. I've only just got here. I'm ready. I'm going to be cold and stiff if I'm out here in the cold and dark. Please let me in. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The stones are infiltrating the pizza place. Everybody lock up. Stoney is coming with force. She's got a whole army behind her and her piercings. Oh, God. Lunch combo. Ooh, that's quite a lot, that. I'm going to be able to finish all that off. Pepperoni. Okay. You know, Gorilla Jack, is there anything you want here?
Hello. Yes, this is Gorilla Jack. I think I'll be taking a few of those bottles. Yes, it's exactly what I want. Yes, is that right? Yes, that's exactly what I need. Pepperoni? No, not for me. Maybe Weedlebee can have some. I heard she has a big appetite. Yes.
Good for you. Place an order here.
Well, you know, it's just not that easy. It's just so complex. When it's so complex, you cannot make decisions. It's really, really hard. Or it's really, really hard. I freeze up inside. My body freezes. You know, I might just be dunked into the fucking Lucin pond. I'll be stiff out of my mind.
But there we go. We got the Detroit style deep dish.
Yeah. Hot and ready. Caesar wings. Hot and ready.
Hula, what's that? Hula Hawaiian. Okay. Meat treat. Crazy combo.
All day, every day.
Yeah, exactly. How we should be hearing it. Oh, don't tell me it's Halloween again. It's always Halloween with the pumpkins.
Yeah, man, it's all about the Halloween. Gotta keep the Halloween tradition going, you know? It's all about Mr. Pumpkin Pancakes, yeah.
Okay. Is anyone else going to make an appearance in this video or what? I don't know. I think everyone's turning up tonight, right? Yeah, imagine Gorilla Jack if he was delivering the pizzas.
Hello, this is Delivery Jack. Yes, I would take any tip possible. But no, you should not be reaching around my banana. Only Joseph Lloyd has access to that.
Is that so? More dip pics. Amazing. What the hell's that? Oh my god, it's health hazard. Got to put that somewhere. It's going to fall on someone and they're going to sue you for all the money. Pepsi Cola products. 7-Up. Yeah. Mountain Dew. Dr. Pepper. That's just perfect. We've not really had too many dodgy images. Oh, for fuck's sake. When I just said that, you know, at first glance, it looks okay. But of course, whenever is it okay? If you zoom in close enough, you'll notice there's a thick black hair right across that pizza. Now just imagine if you got that pizza slice, you inserted it into your mouth and you felt that hair get lodged as it trickles back to the back of your throat, half dangling down it. You feel the tickle and you got to pull it out. Yeah, look how long it is as well. Ew. Who said it was hair though? It could be from elsewhere. Oh no, I think someone needs to get some cuttings. Okay, so that kind of looks a bit moist. Ooh. Yeah, it looks a little bit moist and wet. A bit too much, that. You need to ease it off a little bit. Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Vasa Fitness right next to Caesars. Yeah! Get training, get your ass to the... Get it, go now, boy. Yeah, get a pool. Yay. Basketball, not LeBron James. Oh my god, that guy's going to work. That's Wes's routine every morning, isn't it? And then back into the cage afterwards. Yeah, oh god, we got... Wait, why they're on a bike riding session whilst watching a guy riding a horse? Maybe it really generates and stimulates the body. Oh my god, probably Bellavie's workout scheme. But never mind. We've got some bowling nearby. We've got a park as well. And of course, we've got the hospital. Oh god. Yeah, I think that'll do for now. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed the video, you found it of some use or interest, the key talking points, the discussions. I might have not included one part such as the Facebook forum, Find Dylan Round's page or something like that, but it was only like one post. It was more to do with a person giving their side of the story of why it's a positive things are being kept quiet from like Candice Cooley. Why it's a positive she keeping a low profile, right? Kind of like what we talked about. So it's not the end of the world. You know, we might be able to return back to it, or you can check it out yourself if you want. But yeah, I think all in all, rounded it off for now. We will see what happens next. I think if I do cover any of those smaller videos, if they're literally small videos, then they will be small videos. But if there's a bit of room for manoeuvring and talking about, whilst also providing time for people to chat in the live chat, as for example tonight, then I guess what I'll do is the most important part will be showed right at the beginning, and then we can filter it out with just a loose discussion. So you get the best of both. Straight to the point, but then time afterwards to carry on talking, okay? Don't think I haven't forgot. Bella V, if you're there, yeah? You said you're feeling numb. You won't be feeling numb after this. Because it generates heat, causes tingling sensation, okay? Anywhere, any place, any time. So there you go. Anyone else, huh? Anyone else? That Arizona guy saying Pancakes Doug and Black Dove getting whipped. Maybe secretly it's Arizona guy that likes getting whipped. So there you go, Arizona. Whoa, bit of recoil there. Whoa, easy there. Coming down, boy. Coming down, boy. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Glitter Galaxy. Yeah. Secretly giving attitude. Yeah. Shaking your head side to side. Try not to dodge. Yeah, you're going to try and dodge me? Yep. Oh, Glitter Galaxy. I'm sorry, but it was dead on. Pack and Go Adventures. You know why she's called that? Pack and Go. She's always on the move because she's escaping the whip. Not for long. Okay? Not for long. Is there anyone else? Stoney, once again, wants it. There you go. Weezer. No, there's no need to. Ellenberg. I've not actually whipped Ellenberg. Interesting. But I guess a brief one can be done now. If there is any issues that can be listed down below. All under control. Ellenberg. Yeah? Nope, the burger isn't being served, but this whip most certainly is. Come on, Ellen. Come on, Ellen. Oh my God, Ellen. Taking it harder than everyone else. The man in town. Well, not literally the man, but probably the only strongest person going, yeah, come on, Ellen. My God, you're gonna break the whip. That is not how it works here, but I think the leaderboards are starting to, you know, show with who can take the most, but also who can take the hardest. Who will step up next? Who will be the whipping champion of 2023? We will find out with time, of course. But for now, it's time to go. It's time to go to bed. If anyone wants to provide milk, providing it's milk, feel free to do so, and some cookies as well. Good night and goodbye for now.